When you sign a contract or a court decides ownership, you're engaging with a world over 1,500 years old. The laws shaping our lives have deep roots, tracing back to ancient Rome. Many principles guiding today's legal systems stem from a monumental effort to organize the law. This connection is like a ghost in our law books, an invisible presence influencing everything. Concepts like innocent until proven guilty and using evidence in cases are ancient whispers. This story is about one of the most important legal documents ever created. It involves an emperor with a grand vision to bring order to chaotic Roman laws. He aimed to create a clear, logical legal system to unite his empire. We must travel to the 6th century, to Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. Here, Emperor Justinian I embarked on a project that would change the world. His work became a bridge, carrying ancient Roman law's wisdom across centuries. It shaped the legal DNA of nations yet to be born. Justinian I rose from humble beginnings, born to a peasant family in the Balkans. His uncle Justin, a soldier who became emperor, brought him to Constantinople for education. Justinian learned history, theology, and law, driven by ambition and a sense of destiny. When Justin died, Justinian became the sole ruler of the Byzantine Empire. He dreamed of restoring Roman greatness, a monumental task after the Western Empire's collapse. Justinian launched military campaigns to reclaim lost territories and commissioned grand structures. But he knew military victories weren't enough. A strong legal system was essential. Law was the glue holding society together, ensuring justice for all. Without it, his dream of a restored empire would crumble. Justinian's vision was both practical and idealistic, aiming for a unified legal code. A clear legal code would streamline governance and reduce corruption. He saw law as an expression of divine will, not just a state tool. So, he set out to untangle a millennium of Roman law into a single, perfect whole. This was his most ambitious project. Before Justinian's Code, the Byzantine legal system was chaotic. It was a tangled jungle of laws accumulated over 1,000 years. There was no single authoritative source, just countless documents and decrees. This created confusion and was a lawyer's nightmare. Judges and lawyers had to consult a mountain of sources, often contradictory. This legal mess had real-world consequences, making law feel arbitrary and unfair. Justice often went to those who could afford skilled legal experts. For Justinian, this chaos was intolerable. It weakened his empire. He recognized the need for a radical solution, a complete overhaul of Roman law. It was time to bring order to the legal chaos. In 528, Justinian launched his great legal project. He assembled a commission of 10 brilliant legal scholars, led by Tribonian. Their mission: sift through Roman law history and create a new definitive body of law. They tackled imperial decrees, gathering thousands of documents from various archives. The process was painstaking, involving reading, debating, and editing. They refined and purified old laws, creating a coherent system for their time. In 529, they published the Codex Constitutionum, a single authoritative source for imperial laws. This was just the beginning. The writings of jurists still lay ahead. The commission's work was a historical detective puzzle, piecing together a coherent legal system. They resolved contradictions and rephrased archaic language for clarity. Their goal was to create a logical, unified legal system. The Codex Constitutionum was a major achievement, but more work awaited. The most challenging part, tackling jurists' writings, was still to come. With the Codex complete, Justinian and Tribonian tackled jurisprudence. They sorted through an enormous library of legal commentary from Rome's greatest thinkers. Justinian appointed a new commission to extract valuable principles from this vast body of work. They edited for clarity, removing outdated or contradictory material. The result was a 50-volume anthology of Roman legal wisdom. It condensed 1,000 years of legal debate into a single organized collection. There was an unprecedented achievement, making Roman legal thought accessible. It was a monumental intellectual feat, shaping law for the present and future. Justinian's legal work, the Corpus Juris Civilis, is a collection of 4 parts. Together, they formed a complete legal system for the Byzantine Empire. The Codex collected all imperial laws and decrees. The Digest was the intellectual core, providing reasoning and principles. The Institute served as a textbook for law students, explaining basic principles. The Novellae, or new laws, addressed new problems after the main project. These 4 parts replaced all previous legal texts and opinions. Justinian's grand project created a unified legal framework for all time. The Corpus Juris Civilis was a comprehensive legal system for the empire. It was a monumental achievement, shaping law for generations. The Justinian Code was a lasting legacy of legal order. After Justinian's death, the Byzantine Empire faced challenges. In the West, Europe entered the Dark Ages, losing sophisticated legal structures. Justinian's Corpus Juris Civilis was mostly lost to Western Europe. It was preserved in the East, but faded in the West. The rediscovery happened in Italy around 1070, changing European history. Scholars at the University of Bologna studied the Digest, sparking a legal renaissance. The Corpus Juris Civilis became a universal law, creating better societies. The light of Roman law, preserved in Justinian's Code, shone again in Europe. The rediscovery was a revelation, advancing legal thought. The University of Bologna became a center for Roman law study. Justinian's work influenced European legal systems for centuries. Students of Roman law spread Justinian's ideas across Europe. They became advisors, judges, and lawyers, reshaping legal systems. The civil law tradition, based on the Justinian Code, spread globally. Countries like France, Germany, and Italy developed legal codes inspired by it. The Napoleonic Code was heavily influenced by Justinian's work. Through colonialism, the civil law tradition spread to Latin America, Africa, and Asia. Most countries today have legal systems based on the Corpus Juris Civilis. Even common law countries like the US and UK show Roman law influence. Justinian's dream of universal law came true, shaping global legal systems. The Justinian Code's legacy echoes in courtrooms worldwide. The Justinian Code is a reminder of our connection to the past. Our world was shaped by decisions and ambitions of those before us. Legal structures providing stability and justice are part of this inheritance. Justinian's Code is a vital link in the chain of legal history. It shows how a determined effort can ripple through time. Justinian's legal project outlasted his empire by over 1,000 years. It's a lesson in how ideas, once organized, can take on a life of their own. Understanding this history helps us appreciate our legal foundations. The law is a human creation, a continuous project never finished. Each generation decides what to keep and what to change. The Justinian Code is a story of preservation and change in history. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of our legal past.